Hello everybody, I am just Lance and I would like to welcome all of you back for another video. Anyways, it's time for another razor shootout. Let me get a drink of water here. I might cough here and there. My son came back down sick. We had a cold snap. He came back down sick again. So, my girlfriend, she's a little on the sick side. I'm getting a little bit of a cough. Hopefully it'll all be cleared up by Monday because my brother and I are going fishing. So let's just hope that it clears up by then, and let's hope that the weather is good on Monday. Anyways, it's 12:15 in the a.m. I'm one of those weird sleepers. Some nights I sleep well, other nights I don't. Tonight's just one of those nights, which seems to be more usual than unusual these days. So, figured, go ahead, get showered and shaven, and go ahead and do another razor shootout. So, as the title of the video is I just brain fart. Anyways, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at the razors we're going to use. On the left side of the face, I am using the 1960 first quarter Gillette flare tip super speed. This flare tip was an old friend of mine, a gentleman that I was good friends with, ex of mine. Her grandfather, he was a World War II vet, fought the Nazis back during World War II. Great man. So that razor is special to me. That was his that he used for many years, and he died back in the early 2000s. So 40 years or so he used it. And it, of course, and that's going to be on the left side of the face. Right side of the face is going to be the Gillette 1959 second quarter Gillette 195 adjustable, or as we have knowingly come to know it as, the E2 Fat Boy. The brush, I'm not going to be using the AP Shave Co brush on this shave, but for this shave I'm going to be using my 24mm barber handle Razor Rock Plus Soft synthetic brush. That is a wonderful brush. If you're new to this and you haven't checked out the Razor Rock synthetics, they're great brushes at a great value. And the soap, it's in this Taconic, son of a bitch. It's in a Taconic shaving tin, and it is Sterling's Agar. It is an oud scent. It's not true oud, but it's just, I love the scent of it. As you can see, there's some scoops out. I gave my brother some because he really enjoyed it, so I gave him a nice healthy sample of it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this brush wet like we always do with the synthetics. Just get them wet and go for it. Wring it out. No soaking. None of that stuff. I mean, I like my Boars, I like my Badger brushes, but I don't know, I just find myself reaching for the synthetics a lot. Shake off the Proto Lather. Load it nice and heavy. Alright, that's good. Good load right there. Get my face wet. Someone came up with all the edges of tin. So, rub it on as a little bit of a pre-shave. Why not, right? I like listening to audio. Oh, by the way, how are all of you doing? I hope you're all doing well. I hope those of you that caught this crud going around, I hope you got over it quick. And if you haven't caught it, good on you. Whatever you're doing to keep from getting sick, then just keep doing you, man. Or woman, which, you know. Whether if you're a lady or a gentleman. But yeah, so, you know, if you escaped the flu this year, great. I for the most part have, but yeah. I've lately been, past few days, since I can't just pick up a book and read, I like to listen to audiobooks. And I've always been a fan of the sci-fi writer Ben Bova. Ever since my very first Ben Bova novel I ever listened to, back when I was a kid, with a getting from the Braille Institute or Library of Congress. They used to, you could get books on either record or on tape. And now they don't do that. They, you know, they send them out on little digital cartridges, and there's a player that you pop the cartridge in and listen to the book. Or if you have something that plays books, or what's called a DAISY format, you can listen to DAISY books. And I've got, it's called Victor Reader. There we go. It's a nice leather. Alright, so here we go. The flare tip on the left side. Oh, by the way, the blades are, let me get some heat in this blade. The blades are Gillette Silver Blues on their third shaves. I actually tried to do this video several days back, but I started with the flare tip, and then I got through the first pass. I was lathering up for the second pass, and I realized I just shaved my entire face with the flare tip. So anyways, here we go, left side. But the blades are Gillette Silver Blues on their third shave. Personally, one of my favorite blades. If you're new to this hobby and you've never used a Gillette Silver Blue, at least pick up a pack of 5 and give them a try. And then if you like them, they're a little pricier than some blades, but they're so worth it. In my opinion, I love these blades. Okay, do the left half of the upper lip. But and in case you're wondering why I'm doing this shootout, if you're not familiar with what the Gillette adjustables did, they were to basically give you the different tip razors, the blue tip, flare tip, and red tip. Basically, which the blue tip is the most mild of Gillettes, the flare tip in the middle, kind of in the middle, and then the red tip is the most aggressive of the Gillette Super Speeds. So this, the Gillette Adjustables, was kind of putting all three razors into one handle. Here we go, setting 6 with the grain. And like usual, Fat Boy is just cruising right along. I love this razor. Both it and my Slim Adjustable, which I just happened to get from the same guy, both of them. So if you're watching, Razor Man, you know who you are. In case you didn't see any of the videos of that, go ahead and watch my What's in the Box video. And I won't pull this Fat Boy out of the box, but I pull Slim Adjustable plus a bunch of other razors that were so generously sent to me by the same guy that sent me this Fat Boy, or that sold me this Fat Boy. Anyways, so that was the first pass. That was great. They feel pretty much the same. The Fat Boy and the flare tip, they feel very, 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 very similar on this first pass. So, woohoo! Knocked over my sippy cup. Ah, that was lovely. I just felt cold water down my neck. But, you know, no biggie. We'll weather up for the second pass. But yeah, like I was saying about the books, you know, I used to have this big, huge, bulky, brown record player. And it played records at a much slower speed than regular record players. So you could fit more of a book on one record. And you know, you'd get the books from the Braille Institute, the records, like, you know, big huge plastic case with multiple records, each in a paper sleeve, sometimes multiple cases, you know, thick cases with, you know, up to 4 records I think each case held. And my very first Ben Bova novel was End of Exile. Which I got hooked on. That book actually got me hooked on sci-fi and Ben Bova. And right now I'm listening to his Moonrise book. Which is pretty cool. It's a good story. Listening to him on my Victor Reader. So, some of you that are watching may know what those are. For those of you who don't, they're kind of a note taker, music player, AM, internet radio, library, and other stuff just all kind of rolled into one. Alright, flare tip. Left side of the face across the grain. That's performing quite well. Now, let's go up. Yeah. That's good, because normally I just keep going across the bottom of the neck there and work my way up the other side. Okay, across the grain, from nose, from middle to the outside. There we go. Nice. Alright, so go ahead, 2, 3, 5. Alright, that boy is now on 5 for the second pass. Let's see how it feels. Now, of course, since I'm dropping the blade by level, the blue tip, the loss of aggression was noticeable when I went from 3 to 2. This, not so much. Still there, the aggression, still there, still decent. Of course, you might do this same challenge at home and think, oh man, that's just full of crap. Because my outcome's totally different. That's why they say your mileage may vary. Because this is an incredibly subjective hobby. I mean, there's hobbies out there some may not agree with, like firearms. And I know, especially right now in today's climate, with things going on these days, I mean, people don't always agree on firearms. And I'm not trying to be, take either side, one or the other. Except I will say that I believe, both sides need to come together and go ahead and actually try and use common sense with one another. But that's all I'll say about that. But if you're a firearms enthusiast, one type of rifle, such as the Marlin 35 caliber lever action, you go ahead, you might have a whole bunch of people. That's a great gun. And then a few people say, nah, not so much. But with this hobby, sometimes it seems so subjective. You'll get so many different points of view about blades, razors, soaps, everything. So, I'm just going to do a paint on. So, if you do this experiment at home, you may have totally different results than I do. And that's okay. It's okay, my just that mine. So. Here we go. Nice little paint on with the sterling agar. Well, let's go ahead and let's go. Oops, one more. Against the grain with the agar, or with the flare tip. Go up this slight angle. On the sides. Getting in pretty good shape. Now, the last time when I tried this exact same shave, I don't know what it was that night. I don't know what it was, if it was me or what, because I've always gotten great shaves with this flare tip. Always gotten great shaves with it. I mean, look. I ain't got no weepers or creepers or nicks or cuts going on right now. I'll probably cut myself now. But I ain't got no nicks, cuts, weepers, creepers, any of that stuff with this razor right now. And the other night, man, when I did it, it seemed like, oh man, I was Weeper City. I was just absolute Weeper City. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so 6, 5, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so here we are, down to 4. Last one was 6 and 5. The first one was 6 and 5. This is 4. Okay. And my neck really got it that last time. I don't know what it was, man. I just don't know. It seems to be working really good right now. There we go. But yeah, it's doing well right now. So, I'm sorry if you're like, hey, why aren't you talking as much as you usually do? You know, trying to get these videos down a little bit, guys. I really am. That was against grain. Oh, it's low there, so we'll go ahead, do a quick cleanup over here. This left side, so. We're going to do a little buffing. There we go. It's nice. I don't need any over here. Okay, so since I no longer do alum on my face, you know what? That boy, where you at? Anyways, I'm going to go ahead, cut away here. And I'm going to do my head. Rinse my face, do my head, and when I come back, we'll do the post. So, see y'all in a few. Hello everybody, I'm back, and that was an absolutely wonderful, wonderful shave. BBS on my face. Heads, pre-BBS. I did nick myself here, had to use the styptic pencil, but that was not the fault of the flare tip. That was my fault. I got rushing, my fingers slipped, and the razor kind of spun and got me. But other than that, no nicks, no cuts, no weepers, no creepers. Absolutely, absolutely thrilled with this shave. Of course, the flare tip is a non-adjustable, so its aggression is gonna stay constant. Great razor, wonderful razor. It's a great razor to use if you're looking for a mid-level aggression. If you're looking for a slight step up from what you're used to with a regular old super speed. It just gives a great all-around great shave. You know, it had absolutely no problems going through the stubble, even with a blade that had 3 shaves, three shaves in on. But, I can get 4 or 5 shaves out of a silver blue. So, the Fat Boy, it did great. Its efficiency really didn't drop that much as I went down, stepped it down, adjusted it down for the different passes. Its aggression and efficiency wavered a little, but not bad. And I ran from 6 to 5 to 4, and it didn't do too bad. I ran it on 6 for my head. Great shave. Great shave all around on my head. Very smooth, very comfortable shave. So all in all, yeah, I'm happy with it. The brush, 24mm plus soft, Razor Rock plus soft in the barber handle. It's just a great brush. It's got excellent flow through. Holds the soap, releases the soap well. I mean, did great. The Sterling Agar. I haven't put any post-shave products on my face. I can still smell the Agar, which it's an oud scent, and I wish I had the matching aftershave. But I got a little. I don't know what it is. I get these little post-shave bumps that don't last long. They go away relatively quick. But I got one there. None on my neck, none others on my face. But yeah, the post-shave, it's Sterling. It's a good soap, so the post-shave feels great. Anyway, so let's go ahead. It feels moisturized, everything. So let's move on to the post-shave products. Anyways, Dickinson Switch Hazel. Great product. A little bit of a sting. I know a lot of guys, they like the Thayers. But, hey, cheap Dollar General Witch Hazel's fine for me. But I really like that Dickinson's. It feels good. I'll let that cool down a little bit, and then we'll do the balm, which I gotta get more of. And of course, if you've been following me for a while, I ain't even gotta go ahead and mention the balm, but I will for those who are new. Nivea for sensitive skin. Put my witch hazel back. Thinking about next one, I'm thinking about after seeing Mel over there on Warhawk's World, using that Cremo post-shave balm. He liked it. He liked it a lot. I think I'll go ahead and give it a try, you know. I think I will. So Mel, I know you're a subscriber, so yeah. Oh, speaking of subscribers, picked up 2 more. One, I don't know who you are. Your profile on YouTube's not public, so I have no idea who you are. But the one that I do know is Rick Reynolds. Rick, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy your time here with all of us here at Just Lance, or on Just Lance. And you know, I appreciate your subscription. Thank you for joining or subscribing. And the aftershave is one I haven't had in my den in a while, and it's one that I fell in love with when I first used it, just on the scent alone, and it is Skin Bracer by Minin. Girlfriend picked it up for me at the Dollar General. She knew I liked it. She saw it. She grabbed it while I mentioned that I want to get some more skin bracers. Oh God, I love the scent of this stuff. Normally I get the bigger bottle, but it was the Dollar General. They don't carry the big bottles of it, so. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love this thing. I love this stuff. Oh, it's one of my. A little bit of a burn. Got some cool down. Yeah. That's great stuff right there, I'll tell you what. If you're just getting into this and you want one, you can find at your local stores. Skin Bracer by Minin. Heck, I'm going to get another shot of that stuff. What the hell? There we go. That's the stuff. It's got some burn, but not like some of the stuff out there. Man, some of that stuff you get, it will light you up. But I can't help it. I love the burn. Burn, baby, burn. Anyways, so yeah, that's the shave. I enjoyed it. I hope you all did. I hope you all are doing well. You know, wet shaving, it just ain't a hobby. It just ain't a grooming habit. It's a way of life. Anyways, comments, likes, subscriptions, always appreciate it. Click that little bell to get notified when I release new content. If you ever need to reach me via email, justlance59@gmail.com. I appreciate every subscriber that I get, every subscriber I have, and I hope y'all have a good one. Y'all take it easy. I'll see you all on the flip side of the blade. Bye-bye now.